Let's talk about Denver Airport. There's a chilling theory surrounding that place. No one really knows why it was built in the first place. Denver already had a fully functioning airport downtown, yet they chose to construct this one, spending $2 billion over budget and finishing 2 years late. Strange, right? But what's really unsettling is the 5-story underground facility beneath the airport. Some believe it's a doomsday bunker for the elite. Officials, however, claim it's just an unused baggage system. Still, that doesn't explain the eerie atmosphere. All over the airport, there are disturbing murals, images of destruction, chaos, and even apocalyptic scenes, complete with monstrous figures. Then there's the infamous Blue Horse statue, nicknamed Lucifer. It stands over 30 feet tall with glowing red eyes. Even stranger, the artist who created it tragically died during its construction when a piece of the horse fell on him, killed instantly. Yet, they completed it anyway. And if that wasn't enough, there are rumors of 2 secret runways, supposedly used by the government. Then there's the time capsule, buried in 1994 and set to remain sealed until 2094. Could it hold the key to these bizarre mysteries? Only time will tell.
Shalom. I want to start off by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect who are continuing to fight and teach this thing of ours with truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Manatazak with GMS Ancient of Days in Los Angeles, currently teaching with the Akim in Sherman Oaks. And today, through the Spirit, I want to get into a lesson going into the signs in the heavens. And this particular lesson is based on a photo that was taken a couple days ago with a man with an Afro appearing in the clouds over the Denver International Airport. Now, as you've seen, I posted in the post-production a snippet of what exactly the Denver International Airport is, what it's known for, and why it's shrouded in mystery and secrecy. Okay, it's a place that's riddled with mystery, and it's a well-known conspiracy, okay, about the things that really go on and that are rumored to go on. Now, just for a quick recap, this particular airport, some believe is a secret headquarters or future base for the New World Order. Okay, the airport's underground tunnels are rumored to be massive bunkers for politicians and military leaders or the global elites, right, to survive what they believe is going to be a coming apocalypse. And that's actually scriptural, okay, because all these elites wouldn't be investing in bunkers all across the world if they weren't expecting or anticipating something to happen. And the scriptures speak about that great calamity, okay, World War III and the eventual return of Yahweh Shai. Okay, this is prophecy speaking and playing out. Okay, it's also this airport is also adorned with different, occult and Masonic symbolism, as well as different apocalyptic murals, throughout its establishment. And one of its most notable symbols is something called Lucifer, right? Which is basically like a demon horse. You've seen the image of it in the beginning of this video. And it's at the entrance of the Denver airport. It's over 30 feet tall. It's a blue horse statue with glowing red eyes. Now, you remember, all these things are done on purpose. Okay, why would you have something that nefarious looking if innocence or peace was actually behind its erection? Okay. Now, to some, it clearly symbolizes an evil guardian or some kind of occult sentinel for the airport, which is built, in the plains of Denver, on the outskirts, which already makes it like, seem eerie and out of place. But this symbol just adds more mystery and to the legend, if you will. But this particular lesson is going to the signs of heaven, as I mentioned before, and This face that appeared in the clouds is a major sign. Okay, because once again, it was a man. Obviously, you can see it in my thumbnail with a very austere look. He looks like a so-called Negro looking down with disgust upon the airport. Okay, and this appeared directly over the airport, as you see in the photo that was taken. And we know that the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai sends signs and wonders, through the heavens, and this was a very ominous sign. Okay, but to us Akim, us in the faith, this was a faith booster, because it basically confirms the times that we're in. And what it confirms and lets us know is that judgment is about to come amongst the wicked. Okay. Now I want to get the context of the signs in the heaven, and we're going to begin in the book of Genesis chapter 1, beginning at verse 14. And the headline reads, the creation of the sun, the moon, and the stars. Okay, because I want to prove that the heavens were used as a sign from the very beginning. Okay, this is Genesis 1:14. It says, and the Elohim said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon earth. And it was so. So from the foundation of the world, Yahweh Shem Shai created the sun, moon, and the stars, not just for light, but for signs. Okay, heavenly messages to mark time and prophetic events. And to further prove this, when you go to the etymology of the word sign, okay, it's the Hebrew word ath, right? And when you go into the definition of it, it breaks down as meaning a signal, an omen, or a warning. Okay, once again, that Hebrew word for signs in Genesis 1:14 is the Hebrew word ath, which means a signal, an omen, or a warning. Right, so when we see the different signs in heavens, like the eclipses, the blood moons, a three-eye atlas, or faces in the clouds, okay, when these things occur, they're not just random, they're spiritual signals. Okay, they're examples of the heavens declaring the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai's plan. Okay, and when it comes to these signs are usually preceding judgment. Okay, let's get the book of Joel, chapter 2. Prove that point. Let's see. This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, beginning at verse 30. And it reads, and I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and the terrible day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai come. So this lines up with eclipses and blood moons, which we've had several this year already, and this year still isn't done yet. Okay, now the prophet spoke that before the day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, that there would be wonders in the heavens. Okay, and this is all throughout the scriptures, and Joel is pretty much reiterating that. And we're seeing that now, especially here in 2025, at an all-time high. Okay, so much so to the point where it's overtaken common talk, and it's overtaken major talking points throughout the news and social media, especially with the three-eye atlas. Okay, who they're still trying to figure out what it is. A lot of people are saying, it's some kind of alien mothership. We here at Great Millstone, have our own theories on what we believe it is, but through the Spirit, this is just another sign in the heavens when it all comes down to it. Okay, and speaking of Joel, Yahweh Shai himself reiterated the same thing about the signs of the times. This is why it's important for the watchmen to stand upon their watch and break these things down, to give clarity to what people are seeing and reporting on. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, beginning at verse 25. Okay, and this is red letter. I'm gonna read a couple verses. This is Yahweh Shai speaking about the end times. Okay, it says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Okay, so what is this going into? Okay, Yahushua himself is confirming Joel's prophecy, which we already read. The signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars tied directly to the times that we're living in now. Okay, with the strange eclipses, different meteor activity, the planetary discoveries, all these things that the scientists are bringing to the forefront that's taking place in the heavens. Okay, these are different omens preceding massive earthly chaos, and there's no denying it. Okay, there's wars, there's famines, there's earthquakes, and there's clearly societal collapse. Okay, we can't warn you enough about the times that we're in, and they're not going to get any better. Okay, we're about to enter into a time of great turmoil, a time like never before, the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, and sure, the whole world is going to succumb to these trials and tribulations, but ultimately, you wicked Israelites are going to be in for a world of hurt. And we're trying to warn you so you can get right, so that you can repent, so you can return back to your power. Okay, but we know, pursuant to prophecy, that only a very small remnant is going to take heed to the warning. And this is who these video epistles and these exhortations go out to. Okay, this is the labor of love. Let's go into the Apocrypha for some prophecies. In 2nd Ezra chapter 9, and we'll begin at the top. It says, He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Okay? You see, so during this time, Ezra was told to watch the signs, okay, which includes celestial and earthly phenomena, okay, to measure where we are in prophecy. Okay, when it goes into measure thou the time, that means be spiritually awake. Okay, comparing, not only the prophecies to world events, but also the heavenly signs, because they all coincide and work together. All right, let's stay in 2nd Ezra, and let's jump back a couple chapters to chapter 5. 2nd Ezra chapter 5, beginning at the top. It says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of fruit. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And the land that thou seest now to have root shall thou see wasted suddenly. Okay, going into that great destruction that's about to take place. Okay, and did not the scripture say that the iniquity of this place is like a smoke in the Most High's nose? So this place is ripe for judgment, and we're living in the generation now where it's about to take place, whether you believe it or not. Verse 4. But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day, and blood shall drop out of wood, and the stone shall give his voice, and the people shall be troubled. Verse 6. And even he shall rule whom they look not for that dwell upon the earth, and the fowl shall take their flight away together. And the Sodomish sea shall cast out fish and make a noise in the night, which many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice thereof. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and minstrels women shall bring forth monsters. Okay, this is going into what we're about to experience in these last days, because iniquity has abounded and basically overtaken this place. and influence society to a point of no return. That's why the scriptures say we would have healed Babylon, but it is not healed. Babylon will not be saved. Okay, take balm for it, as the scriptures say. Okay, you can try to cover it up and put a band-aid on it as much as you want. Whether or not the government stays shut down or whether or not it comes back, all you're doing is kicking the can further down the road to the point where it's going to eventually hit a brick wall, and it's not going to be able to be prolonged anymore. Esau Edom has a set time of rulership, and we are nearing that time swiftly. Okay? So when in 2 Ezra 5, I read verses 1 to 8, when it speaks about the tokens in heaven, this equals the signs in the skies. Okay? Like for example, we got meteor showers, you got auroras, you got eclipses. The main sign being the chariot sightings, which the world ignorantly calls UFOs or UAPs. Okay? The chariot sightings are becoming more frequent, particularly throughout North America, because this is the great scene of future judgment. Okay, because this continent is going to be completely destroyed. Okay, from sea to shining sea. Okay, and we, the hopeful elect, doing this work in truth and sincerity, hope that we are counted worthy to be delivered out of said judgment. Okay, this is our primary motivation for doing this work and for giving out warning, because the mysteries and the secrets have been revealed to us, and we're standing upon our watch proclaiming it, so that our people can hear, convert, and be healed. Those that are slated to make it, that is. And you heathen and you other nations that aren't a part of this can know the judgment that's about to befall you. Okay, let's get Acts chapter 2, verses 19 and 20. It says, And I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and notable day of the Lord come. Okay, so Peter quoted Joel, showing that this was a continuous prophetic sign for the end times. Okay, these signs align with Yahushai's second coming and the destruction of Babylon the Great, which is America. Okay, and the beautiful thing about these signs is that the heavens testify daily. Okay, the heavens testify daily. Let's get that in Psalms 19, beginning at the top. Psalms 19. And it reads, The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. Now this is going into the internet. Okay, the World Wide Web. Okay, and nobody out of all the congregations of all these different Israelite groups puts out more edifying videos than the men of Great Millstone, because every man in every camp across the globe is required to have his own page, even multiple pages, and to put up videos daily or to the best of their ability pertaining to their spirit. So 24/7 you can log on and you're going to find videos from all the men of Great Millstone doing this work in truth and sincerity, so much so that it's impossible to keep up. Okay? But this is what's required of us. This is our work and labor of love, and this is how we show our faith through our works. Okay? Verse 3, it says, There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line is gone out throughout all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun. Okay, so there's no language where let me read that again. Verse 3, there is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. So wherever you go throughout the world, okay, you could just set your subtitles on, and what the lesson is or what the preacher or the prophet is preaching can be translated or transcribed in a language that you can understand, that you can hear, and that you could read. Okay, and this is the beauty of the internet, the unicorn. Okay, so even when man ignores prophecy, okay, the heavens still speak, so to speak, through the internet. Okay, and even the stars, the comets, and the heavenly alignments bear witness to the Most High Yahweh Shemashai's order and timing. Okay, and this also ties in the Wisdom of Solomon 7. Okay, we can get that. And you know, we can close it out with that through the Spirit. Wisdom of Solomon, this is in the Apocrypha. Wisdom of Solomon 7. Let's see. Beginning of verse 17. And it reads, "For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely, to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements, the beginning, ending, and midst of the times, the alterations of the turnings of the sun and the change of seasons, the circuit of years and the position of the stars." Okay? The natures of living creatures and the furies of wild beasts, the violence of winds and the reasonings of men, the diversity of plants and the virtues of roots. Okay, it says, "And all such things as are either secret or manifest, them I know." And that's beautiful. Okay, and this is basically going into how the righteous are going to understand. Okay, when it goes into the operation of the elements, the beginning, ending, and the midst of times, right? So this ties into Amos 3 and 7 as well, where it says, "Surely the Most High will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets." So the Lord is going to provide his men with everything they need to know to give a proper warning to those that were meant to hear this message. Okay, there is no secret that is withheld from the men of the Lord when it comes to prophesying. Okay, so if the austere face of a so-called black man appears in the heavens above an airport that's shrouded in wicked secrecy, best believe judgment is on the horizon. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect. I want to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect who are continuing to fight and teach this thing of ours in truth and sincerity. This has been your brother Manatazak. Until the next lesson, Shalom.